Welcome back. In this video I'm going to show you how to make this origami seagull designed by Kasahara. You'll notice that it starts with a triangle and then it uses quite a few petal folds in order to get the sides to work out. So to get started, depending on where you are in the world, you can use origami paper, or if you're here in class and you just have a regular sheet of paper, you can take the top edge and fold it down, roll it to the side to make a triangle, and line these edges up here parallel, and then crease along the diagonal with your bone folder. Then you can take this bottom sheet here, this piece, and cut that off and get rid of that. Then you'll be left with what I like to think of as the origami square, and with that origami square you can then open it up, and here's our square, and you're going to want to cut right along this fold line so that you have two triangle pieces. Okay, so cutting right along here will get me a triangle. And then you'll actually have two. So you could make two seagulls, or you could make something else. Okay, once you have your triangle ready, you're then going to hold it like this and take this top piece and fold it over to meet this corner here. Crease it with your bone folder. Make sure it's nicely creased. Then you're going to take this top edge and fold it down to meet this bottom edge, just like this. And for that you're going to valley fold it. Now, one of the parts of this model that is very hard is maybe not so much the folding, but trying to get these points here to be accurate as you're folding them, because they have a tendency to want to walk away as you're folding them, and then that gets difficult to deal with. Then you're going to take this top flap here, this top triangle, and open it up and petal fold it down. So petal fold means you open it like this and do a squash fold so that that crease lines right up along the center, and it will end up looking something like that for the squash fold. Then we're going to take this bottom edge here, the top flap of the bottom edge, and fold it in along the center line. Like that. And take this edge here, this top edge, and fold it down along the center line. Like that. Then the directions say to unfold these two flaps and do two mountain folds, starting here and going this direction up to that point, and likewise making one right there. So I'm just going to kind of open this flap up and kind of gently mountain fold right along that line. Okay, so there's my mountain fold. I'm going to lift this flap up here and mountain fold right along that line. And it says to fold this underneath. So I'm reading that as folding it kind of underneath like this and letting this top flap flip down over the top. Okay, kind of like a petal fold. All right, so we're going to go and take this one and flip it up underneath, and there is that top flap. Okay, that's our petal fold. All right, now that we've got that done, we're going to flip our model over this direction, and in the directions you can clearly see this previously creased line and this diagonal up here, and what it asks you to do is open it up like this and reverse that, and then do that squash fold trick right here again. So we're going to take this and squash the center down so it's right along, lined up along that center line, and then crease that. Okay, then we're going to take this bottom edge here and fold it in to the center line. Being careful to try to get that point accurately folded and not let it slip away from us. And likewise fold the top edge here down to the center line, valley folding it. Again, trying not to have that point get away from us too much. Okay, and then just to make, I'm going to mark the fold. We're going to need a straight line from this corner to this corner. So I'm just going to mark that fold by folding the valley folding from this corner to that corner, just to mark it. And then I'm going to open that back up so you can see that valley fold line there. Then I'm going to open these two sides up, and I'm going to petal fold the top piece, opening it up this way and refolding these pieces inside. And if you need to readjust a little bit so those lines go right along the center, try to get those lines as close to the center as you can without going over. Okay, and that's what our model looks like there. Then I'm going to take these two wings here and fold them inside, reverse fold them out. So I want this one to come just like this so that it's vertical, so that this line here is vertical. Okay, so I'm going to fold that one like that, and then inside reverse fold it. So I'm going to open that top flap up and slide it down inside and reverse that fold so that it's an inside reverse fold. Okay, then I'm going to do the same thing on the top. I'm going to fold it up on a diagonal like that so that the line here is vertical. Okay, and then I'm going to inside reverse fold that as well. So I'm going to open it up, open this flap here, and inside reverse fold that. Okay, and there, that's inside reverse folded. Okay, now I'm going to do a pleat fold right up here on the top, and this will end up being the head. And actually this is a little confusing in the directions. It asks you to valley fold here and then mountain fold it back this direction. Okay, and try to get those so that it's, you know, nicely lined up along the center line, because that's going to be our beak later. Then this part is a little confusing in the sense that after you've done this area here, you're going to actually open this up this direction, and you're going to open up this one this direction to make our wings. And then we're going to mountain fold it back like this so that our wings are pointing up here. Okay, and those are our two wings up that direction. And if you need to, you can kind of readjust them so they're equal, or if you like them to be unequal, that's fine too, whatever you want. And then we're going to take this piece of paper and inside reverse fold it. So I'm going to first valley fold it so that I can get the direction right. I want the crease to end right here and go up like that. And once I get that valley folded, I'm going to then inside reverse fold it. So I'm going to open up this flap in here and get it right in the center, and then reverse that crease on this side so that my head is poking up that direction. It's kind of looking up at the sky. And then I'm going to re-inside reverse fold this top piece so that it's poking out to the front. So I'm just going to pop this piece down without, well, I guess I'll take this and valley fold it first. We want it to be kind of like that. Okay, so I'm going to valley fold that first. Then I'm going to open it up and inside reverse fold it like this. Oops. Like that. So we have the head. All right. And then the last step here is to create the angled wings here. So I'm going to bend this piece. I'm going to valley fold it kind of on a diagonal forward this direction. And I'm going to mountain fold the back one so it matches. There we go. So those two match. And then the last one is to take these two wings and just valley fold them in a little bit to kind of give that inside crease like they're flapping down. And if you actually want to round them, like by rolling it around your finger, that would be an interesting, that'll give it an interesting like kind of rounded look in the air. So instead of having it angled like this one, you could have it rounded, almost like it's flapping in the middle of flapping through the air. If you just take it and wrap it around your finger, kind of like a paper quilling or something like that. Okay, so there's a rounded version, and here's the pointed version. The directions show you how to do this pointed version. Okay, and that is how you finish the Origami Seagull by Kasahara.